because I want to get on the live. I'm over here playing Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 1 and 2. So on the PS4, not on the original. But I figured let me get on here. Let's answer some questions. Whatever's appropriate, I'll answer. Whatever I don't think is appropriate to be answering, I won't. And I'll just say it. Pero people seem to be enjoying my lives, so when any time someone gets on here, let's have a conversation. But yeah. Before I had to do my hair and get dressed up. This is me dressed up for YouTube. I was gonna be in my big old beaver outfit, have that shit down to my waist, and everybody gonna see my man titties. I was like, it's so fucking hot, and my big afro. I said, you know what? Let me try to have a little decorum. Let me not have my man titties hanging out. Let me put some water in my hair and comb it, so I don't look like I look like Zero from Holes. Shout out to all my people that look like Zero from Holes. Yo, Johnny Rockwell. Brother, Ashe, man. Yo, I'm over here playing Tony Hawk, man. So I'm just doing a little Q and A. Killing some time. Let's talk about it. Ashe pa ti, man. Santo. Que Dios te bendiga. I'm gonna leave this level. Let me know if the music is too loud, or if the TV is too loud. But I am killing time on why is it damn everything's so down there? What the hell? Level select. Anybody got any questions or whatever? Shout out from Carteret, New Jersey. Hell yeah. Let me see. Am I seeing that right? Carteret, New Jersey. Never heard of it. Sounds awesome. Well, why don't shout out from Stroudsburg, baby. We represent Stroudsburg over here. Philadelphia, Warehouse, School, Miami, New York, Chicago, Free Skate. So I thought that it would have somewhere on the screen Santeria Q and A. That's at least the title that I have on oh, I don't like this level. Nope. But Santeria Q and A, ask me anything. Let's talk about it. I can't remember her name. But there was a woman that I've spoken to, and she was like, Julio, you should do a Q&A. And people can ask questions. A lot of people are so curious to know things and want to, you got knowledge you can share with the people. I'm like, yo, mamita, I've done that plenty of times. I'd be going on lives, and I'm not a big name, so I don't get a lot of people on these fucking lives. So it'd be nice to get questions from people, but I really don't. So I understand there's a lot of people with a lot of questions, but people don't ask questions. So I was like, but I said I'll give it a try. So shit, let's do it. Let's give it a try. The streets of San Francisco, let's do it. If anybody's just joining me, I am playing Tony Hawk. Pro Skater 1 and 2. I think tomorrow I'll go to GameStop and I'm gonna get 3 and 4. I played the shit out of 3 and 4. But if anybody's got a question for me, I'm here. Ask a Santero. Or Olocha. Or Olorisha. Same shit. Forgive me if I misspell anything, but I just got out of the hospital today for shoulder surgery and it's hard for me to type. Damn. God bless you, man. It's all good. Nothing is misspelled, man. Nothing is misspelled. God bless you. Let me lower the volume. I don't know if it's too loud for you guys. Shit. God bless you. That you made it out. And you're still kicking. You're still kicking, brother. So, kudos to you, man. Shoulder surgery. You got to stop beating people up, man. You got to cut it out. Sometimes you can't win every argument. You got to stop beating people. Just stop beating people up. You got to stop fucking up your shoulder. If you set me free, I will not run. I've been playing Sade all day. All day I've been playing Sade. I never even knew who Sade was until like a few years ago. And now I was just bumping Sade all day. My favorite song right now is not Songbird, Morning Bird. The song is so sweet. Sweet! Special move. No, still no questions. Okay. Still no questions. Y'all just wanna see a guy play a damn video game. Shit. If ain't nobody got no questions, let's see. So I started following an individual named Primordial Chaos, and he's very deep in OCL. I don't know what OCL is, brother. Primordial Chaos. That sounds like a dope name. Shit, Primordial Chaos. That's some God of War type shit. The Primordial Chaos. The Primordial Ooze. That's cool, man. I've never heard of that specific content creator, or I don't know what their religious background is, or their practices, traditions. But shit, with a name like Primordial Chaos, shit, I'm El Conquistador. Shit, he's over here making me insecure. I think I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to get off this live. Let's see. So, peace be upon you. Yo, Natalie Myers, peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. God bless you, sister. Sister Natalie. Ochaifa Pablo and Voodoo. Damn. What's that? I was about to say Primordial Ooze, like fucking the Ninja Turtles, or what's the other one? Ghostbusters. I don't know. The Primordial what? Primordial Chaos. Shit. Ochaifa Pablo and Voodoo. That's what's up. Shit. I gotta look this dude up. Secret room. Got it. Primordial Chaos. Is he initiated in anything? Because I don't know who this individual is. He could be a beast and amazing at what he or she does. I think you mentioned it was a dude. I don't know. But I find that similarly to the Mata Silva books, I believe it is, Mata Silva, that the people that got their hand in everything, a lot of times, not all the times, don't have initiation in those. They have knowledge of certain things, but they don't have initiation. And I speak as someone who knew too much before making Ocha. Before I got initiated, I knew more than I should have. So as an Aleo, I was friggin' practicing Moyubas and shit. So I'm not saying that someone who's not initiated has nothing to offer. It's just interesting to know. I mean, maybe if the person's initiated or not. I think, Chief Osaya Oshun Kemi Chango Tayo Ogun Bemi Omo Oricha. I follow you to learn how to sing my Orishas. Thank you so much for following me. It's a pleasure. And that is you? Natalie, you are Chief Osai Ya Oshun Kemi Chango Tayo Ogun Bemi Omoricha. Shit. Is that you? Yes. God damn. Well, shit. Mofori bale. Elese. Oh, mama. Yeah. Shit. That is awesome. See, I am just a conquistador. I am regular degular Efunmuyiwa. Olo Chagriyan. Shit, I gotta say that shit again. Oh my god. Chief Osa Iya Oshun Kemi Chango Tayo Ogun Bemi Omoricha. Damn. That's what's up. It's a pleasure to be able to be a contributor to your Ocha journey as far as these songs. Shit. Chief Iya. Good evening. I love you. Hey, thank you. Thank you. What is your thoughts on this? Oh, okay. He is now promoting the left-hand path, and something he had a video about Elegua is actually the foundation of our subconsciousness. Great question. And please fill in Iya. Chief Iya. Gotta fill in, please feel free to contribute. I never assume what a person knows or doesn't know. On these public platforms, you never know. Yeah, I can't assume. The left-hand path, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's a term for people that want to refer to like dark magic, not evil, but just dark, mysterious, related to death. I don't know. But dark orishas. There are quote unquote darker orishas, but the idea of like, there's dark and then there's evil. Like, I don't equate the two to be the same. I'm not saying that you said they were, but the darker orishas, Oya, Oba, Yewa, Olokun, Nanaburuku, Asohano, Nanume. But those are Fodunes. But ironically enough, Odua owns the day, Obatala owns the night. So, isn't that what the left hand? No, but I don't subscribe to the idea of like dark orishas and light orishas or good and evil or whatever. Just the more, I would say, mysterious, the more mysterious orishas. That's why in the old days you would not say Olokun, Yamiaje, Oba, Yewa. There are certain names that you wouldn't utter at night because it calls on them, and that's old school. That's cool. And okay, so something about a video about Elegua is actually the foundation of our subconsciousness. Oh my goodness, those are who I work with daily. I absolutely love them. I love them all, especially that Pataquido. Yeah, he's not with the left hand. Oba. The only one that I have of the list that I gave, of course, is Oya, because everybody receives Oya when you make Ocha. Of course, I'm Lukumi. I'm assuming by your title, you are Isheshe. Mofori Bale, Leseiwo, Aboru, Aboya, Aboshishe, Oboato, Ashure, Iwori, Wofun. But you never mentioned Ifa something, so maybe you're just Olorisha. If you are not an Ianifa, I'd be very surprised. I'd be pleasantly surprised because I find like every female that involves herself in Isheshe is meant to be an Ianifa. That just seems to be a trend that I notice. I could be completely wrong. I'm Lukumi also. Johnny, you're Lukumi. Okay. Awesome. Maferefun, all those women that I mentioned. And even I'm Asohano, Maferefun Asohano. Abuluaye. Arara. Obada home. Aso sunege. I don't like this level. So I'm gonna talk about Elegua being the what of subconsciousness? He is the The foundation of our subconsciousness. Elegua being the foundation of our subconsciousness. I don't know. Because if I disagree, then I have to be able to say, well, then who is the Orisha of our subconsciousness? Because now you're talking about psychology. That's not an area I'm well versed in as to parts of who owns what part of the brain and all this. Bueno, Echu, what is that little ball in the back of the head? The cerebellum. But that, as far as I know, does not deal with the subconscious. That deals with basic motor controls, the temperature of the body, the old brain, the reptile brain, just basic functionality. You know, we want to, us as human beings, you want to eat, drink, sleep, and screw. Basic nature. That's what the cerebellum deals with. I believe that's it's that ball in the back of the head, in the brain. Where the subconscious is, I don't know if that's the front, which one, the cortexes and the lobes and all that. I don't know. But do I agree or disagree with the idea of Elegua being the subconscious? I could see there being an argument for that. I could see an argument being for Obatala, the brain. I honestly, I don't know. That's a great question. Which Orisha is the Orisha of the subconsciousness? You know what? I'll make an argument right here. I would say, even though Elegua, Echu Elegbara may be the owner of basic motor controls, temperature, eat, sleep, screw as human beings, subconsciousness, I think I would give that to Olokun. Yes, that was the beginning. Oof. It would make sense to why he gets attended first. I'm assuming if it's true. No, the idea of Elegua, a part of Elegua being intended first because he's a subconsciousness, I disagree with that. I would think the inverse, because of subconsciousness, that's the back burner. The consciousness is what we're gonna acknowledge first. The subconsciousness, that's the subconscious is the shit that we forget about. I associate that more so with Maferefun Olokun, Maferefun Irosun. No one knows what's at the bottom of the sea. That which is unseen, Maferefun Olokun, Maferefun Irosun. So I would make an argument with the limited knowledge that I have of this topic at all, talking about subconsciousness. No one's ever asked me about subconsciousness. I would make an argument for Olokun. This is a great question. I was thinking Olokun. Do the depths. Look at that. Yep. See, I swear I did not see your reply of thinking that it was Olokun. So we're like this. We're like this, Natalie. I got you. Olokun. Irosun. What's one of the proverbs of Irosun or Iroso, whatever it is you want to call it? No one knows what's at the bottom of the sea. The mind, which is constantly going, is like an ocean. Maferefun Yamaya, when it comes to the mind, the brain, because Yamaya is Obatala owns the brain, but Yamaya, Maferefun Yamaya, when it comes to the head, that clear, gelatinous stuff stops the brain from touching the skull, that membrane of liquid, of clear liquid. And then after that, you get the skull. And then again, so it could be argued that Yamaya represents the consciousness / Obatala, but Olokun represents the subconsciousness. And then if you want to start drawing at straws, start talking about Aganairi, Mayelewo, or Asesu, or any like particular messengers of Olokuns that will bring messages that have the authority to go down to Olokun and bring the message back to the top surface. If we look at that, things from the subconsciousness that come to the forefront of the mind and now become consciousness, we can go down a rabbit hole as to what's associated with what and all that jazz. The brain is made up of water, so I understand why you would say Olokun. So, let's see. If you set me free, I will not run. Hold on. Do you guys have content of your own? If you do, please let me know. I would love to see your guys' content. I figured, Chiefy, you gotta have something. Johnny, you just got out the hospital, but I don't know. If you talk about this stuff on TikTok and whatnot, I would love to see all guys' content too. Let's see. If anybody's just joining us, I'm playing Tony Hawk. Because it's good. Like I was gonna play Resident Evil 4, but this is the kind of game that I can play and just be like blah, 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 and talk at the same time. Because if I'm playing Resident Evil 4, I gotta focus. I can't headshot zombies and talk about the subconsciousness and Olokun and the connections between the universe and the cerebral cortex and the cerebellum and all that stuff. So a nice game of Tony Hawk is what I got. Family videos with my kids. I've been trying to publish it with ChatGPT. Okay, the brain. Okay. Playing with Echu. I've been trying to. He loves video games. Echu's my best friend. Hey, oye, hago el egua. Echu osikan. Echu niko mandiko ndolo para la yike awona la roya kilo yu. Opa guru tente nu alamu bata echu odara. Okolo bia, okolo fofo, okolo nyinyi. Tanika nofo. Echu mashe mio, echu mashe wao. Mafere legua every day of all of our lives. Family videos with the kids, that's what's up, man. Good for you, man. You got a family with kids, man. I tell you what, it's been lonely as hell over here, man. God. And today I was in a slump because I'm like, oh my God, like sometimes you can have everything, but it's like, yo, man, it just gets lonely. So you got a family and kids. God bless you, brother. God bless you. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I would love a wife and kids. Absolutely. So you got more than I do. Don't take family for granted, man. Take care of your kids. It's the most important thing. Take care of your baby, man. Aunt Julie, my best friend. He loves video games. Who loves video games? Elegua? Or you're talking about you got kids that love playing video games. Going, oh yeah, if you give your Elegua a PlayStation 5, I say shit. I ought to be your damn Elegua. At least I get a fucking PS5. I'm grateful for this PS4 though. Shout out to my A. She gave me this PS4. I can't even front. I've been playing PS3 for so many fucking years, and she gave me her PS4. So shit, now I'm playing PS4. Upgrade. Made me dance. My best test friend, Oroechu. I do that for her on my. Made me dance. She's coming. Thank you, my brother. Who's coming? You're very welcome, Johnny. Jeremiah. What? I say I'm confused. We're doing what for who, and who is on her way? Who made you dance? Jeremiah? What, the bullfrog? Oh shit! I got a bull after me. Nope. See, I'd be more familiar with Tony Hawk 3. That was a fantastic question. I do that for him. Wife. She's coming. Your wife is coming? Oh, my wife is coming. Whose wife is coming? One of our wives is coming. If your wife is coming, then tell her to join the conversation. If my wife is coming, then tell her I got a job, and tell her, yeah, that's like the most important thing. I'm super basic. For me, just I got a job. That's what I got to offer. I'm not a bum. I'm not a bum. I'm not an addict. And I got a car that takes me from point A to point B. Get out of here, little flies. Start talking about Asohano and shit. Ah, shit, I hit the bull. Go, go, go. I already have. No, your song made me dance. The wife is coming. She's super gentle. I already have my king. She has a soft face. You will know when she comes. Oh yeah, God bless you and your king. You got your Oba. Oba. Me and her. So my wife is gonna have a gentle face. Hey, Lucy Progresso, sister. Somebody. I'll say somebody. I was gonna say somebody, anybody, but no, I'm not that desperate. Like I got baby fever, and I want kids and all. I be seeing parents at friggin' Walmart with their kids, playing with their kids and shit. I'm like, oh man, I want that so bad. But I'm not so desperate as shit. I got standards too. So I'm not gonna say, oh please God, anybody. It don't make me no difference. No, come on. Like someone with a job. Someone with a little ambition. Past just fucking drinking all day and day. You will know her. Gabi es lokum. You will know her when she comes. Oh yeah. Someday, one day, babe. Someday, one day. Hey, Gabi es lokum. Yemaya lokum. Aganairi. Agana somu gagati ti okumausun. Ebiama yama binu o yimi lokum. Ayorokoto milayeyo. Yemaya la deo. Yemaya ataramawa asanya bioloto. Asanya biologum. Yami enile yeloto. Oto kan kotokuma. Yami olala fara. Yemaya chererere. Yemaya la deo. Alaborubo mi. Yami awoyo dani yami yetu kwekwe ye asarabi oloko ne mi pariu. Emi choco. Iya emi motumao. O mio yemaya loco. O mio yemaya. Yamia okoto. Ibu okoto mo guisoro bombo le nu emi. Any advice for people when it comes to friggin' memorizing all these hard ass prayers? Just fucking practice it. Just like I did just now. I don't get many opportunities to be praying and shit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Pray. Just recite an Origi. That's it. People wonder, how do you memorize so much stuff? Fucking practice. Practice. That's it. Someone brought up Elegua, say a prayer to Elegua. Someone brought up Yemaya, say a prayer to Yemaya. Or local. Bendición, Abure. How are you? Cuban love. What up, Cuban love? I'm good. I'm playing Tony Hawk. You have amazing karma, so have patience, my brother. She will be coming in your life when the time is perfect for you. I can't wait to see when you tell us what. Shit. I'm waiting to let my future wife know that I am waiting so hard. I hope she's beautiful and in my age range. is young and beautiful and vivacious and has a job. I'm so simple. I'm so simple to please. I think so. Shit. Ask an ex, and they'll say absolutely not. Luckily, I only got one of those. But in general, talk to anybody's ex, they're going to say you're just the worst person on earth. I can promise you, I think I'm a pretty simple guy. The way to my stomach, food. Way to my mind, ocha. Keep these two things stimulated. That's it. Let's get married. That's it. Oh, and you got to have a job. Because it's 2026 and I can't be supporting no one. No, 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 no. Oh, no, Lord. You better get your own shit. Get your own shit because down here, we don't play that. Nope. I can't be supporting no. I wish I made enough to support myself and her. That'd be lovely. A stay-at-home mom. Man, I would love that 1950s lifestyle, that honey, I'm home kind of lifestyle. But nope, I don't got it like that. And you got to mind I took a nap earlier, so I'm full of energy. So if you guys are like, yo, why this nigga fucking manic? No, I have a lot of energy right now. I'm probably going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. I went to a Mexican spot. It was date night. Let me see. I remember we are going to know when you gain weight. Are you kidding me? Trust me, the only reason why this is flat is because this is tight right over here. I do what y'all chicks do, where, when y'all be playing yourselves and be like, oh, all this is sucked in. No, that shit ain't tucked in. Y'all got your pants and your leggings and shit all the way up to here, and it sucks everything in. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to be on camera. I got to do the same shit. Trust me, I already got a dad bod, okay? I'm not a dad, but I got a dad bod. And earlier, because it's just so fucking hot today. It's a beautiful day. And I put water in my hair. I combed my hair just for you guys. I put on a shirt just for you guys. I was in my jammies, no shirt, my man boobs hanging out. And I was like, I'm just going to fucking go on a live and play some fucking video games. I'm like, no, let me be classy. Let me put on a shirt. Let me do my hair so I don't look like Zero from Holes. But yeah, no. You'll know when I gain weight. Already there, babe. I remember my madrina told me I needed Ochanla to go with my Obatala, who were both crowned. And then I'll get my partner. Man, you gotta receive a whole santo and then they'll come. I mean, everybody's journey is different. Some people get told, so I have Oba. My Ferefon Oba every day of my life. That's my little girl. That's my nena. All the female santos, I say, oh, that's my little, oh, that's my little girl right there. That's my baby. Ochun, oh, that's my little girl. Don't mess with her. That's my little girl. And then all the guys, oh, Chango, that's my little man. Yo, don't fuck with my little man. That's my dude. That's my dog. So I have Oba, and a lot of people say, oh, don't receive Oba until you're married. Or it can be seen, receive Oba so you can come across the person that you're supposed to marry. I've had Oba for going on 5 years now. I'm still not married, still no kids, but life is good. I'm blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. Pero ma ferefono chanla. Orichan la la go go aye. Orichan la go go aye. She's gonna feed you something with flavor. It's a certain dish. I'm gonna remind you of your grandmother. Oh, word, Johnny. I feel you, dog. I was thinking the same thing, and I said, oh no, she's being wholesome. Okay, yes, she's gonna feed me something, a certain dish. Okay. Good. I hope it's fucking tacos or steak. A good steak. A warm steak medium rare with a cold Coca-Cola, homemade mashed potatoes, plato maduro on the side, and a cold. I was gonna say horchata, not horchata. Batida de lechosa. Papaya. Get myself worked up. I can't remember the last time I had a fucking steak. God. I think I might go to I might get a steak tomorrow. I had a burrito today. So I went to so tonight is my date night. This is me on a date, okay? So I went to the movies. I saw the Super Mario Brother movies. Well, the one movie, Galaxy. My last date night, I took myself to see Mortal Kombat. Fantastic movie. Today, Mario Galaxy movie, and then I got myself a shake, chocolate shake. Not as good as the place in Jersey I go, but whatever. And then I got a burrito, and I don't know if the waitress was trying to insinuate something, but she gave me a free tequila, some pink drink. I don't know. She said, "Oh, what color would you like? Would you like it blue, plain, or it was like or it was blue, pink, or plain?" And I said, "Whatever one you like better." So I don't. She's like, "Oh, you get a complimentary drink because it's a walk-in." Like, I've never been at that place before. I don't know if she was feeling me or not. I was dressed in my whites. I don't freaking know. When it comes to the opposite sex, I am so inept. Everything fucking goes over my head. So if that was her way of flirting by giving me a free tequila sweet drink thing, I said thank you, and I continued to eat my freaking burrito. By the time I got home, I was so fucking sleepy. I had a steak burrito and that tequila. I was out. That's why I think I got so much fucking energy now. I must seem like I'm fucking manic right now because I already took a nap earlier. So I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping tonight. Let's see. She's gonna feed you something with flavor. It's a certain dish. Hey, yo, Johnny, my boy Johnny, he knows what's up. I'm down for the cause. Hell yeah. Nice, my head. Oh, Chango. Okay. Oh, yeah, my soul. Oh, yeah. Santero Julio, brother. Blessed be. Rude awakening. Oh, yeah. Blessed be to you. Blessed be. No tacos, man. No tacos. My madrina has always told me that my santo is Ochosi, but I haven't gotten crowned yet. Well, Johnny, unless it was officially marked, and because you say my madrina has always told me that my santo is Ochosi. So maybe she's just making an assertion. Like a lot of times, like that person will just say, like, "Oh, you seem like an Ochosi, like a Yamaga, like an Ochuna, Batala, whoever." And it's fun to speculate. But until you have an actual mahala, there's no way of knowing. Boom. Pero hey, mafere fue un Ochosi. If you end up being Ochosi, mafere fue un Ochosi. Ochosi o de mata akilo yu, oni iba Ochosi o de mata. O de mata akilo yu, oni begbe. O de rekushe o luburu, o de mata silio beki, Ochosi. Ayuba. Practice right there. Boom. I absolutely love Ochosi. Ochosi's the man. Hey, I love them all. I received Ochosi Fundamento as well. So my boy's content. My boys are all content. My girls are all content too. I've never gotten no complaints. My boys and my girls are all very happy and content where they are, how they're living. Ochosi. Mafere fun Ochosi every day. Mafere fun Ogun. And the whole family of Ode. I could point Ochosi out anywhere now. Yeah. Cardi B switches from Ochosi to Ogun sometimes. Ochosi is very funny. Shit. When I seen Ochosi Mount for the first time, that nigga was not funny. He was serious as fuck. Like Ogun, like Ochosi is more, we'll say, refined. He's more refined than Ogun, but at the end of the day, he's a warrior, just as dirty. People be saying like people be insisting, like at least in Ocha, Cuban, Lukumi, I keep my warriors clean. They keep all their santos clean, including El Igual Gunochosi. And I'll be like, nah, son, them niggas is dirty, bloodied, and I don't clean them. That's it. I don't clean them. Why? Because that's how things used to be. Now you got people that say like, no, don't, you can't. Like people be keeping their Ogun as if they've had Ogun fucking, they got a 10-year-old Ogun and they got him looking like they just got him from freaking original products, straight from the Botanica. Not a drop of nothing, just shiny and pretty. Nah, they warriors. They're not supposed to be pretty. Those are some sweaty, dirty, working hard, friggin'. Pero everybody do what you was told by your own godparents in your house. I am not the Pope of Santeria. I say that a million times. Me, I keep my warriors dirty. I've been told, oh no, El Igual has to be clean, and now, nope. But that just comes from just education and, you know, that's my understanding from my education and my talking to elders and whatnot. So, but that's one of those things when it comes to keeping your ochas clean, that is something that has become the norm because now, and then by the 60s, the Orishas now lived in freaking New York City apartments where you could not have your santo so quote unquote dirty. But that took on a life of its own, so now it's become the expectation. El Igual or Gunochosi, everybody's clean, like they just came out of a botanica. But if you look at all the old pictures, you see Oguns and El Iguals looking like they went through a fucking saw trap. And just not looking clean. Let me go back. Oh, as for Cardi B, yo, shout out to Cardi. Cardi! That's my girl, yo. Cardi B is fucking awesome. My Fedefun Ochosi. God bless her. It'd be dope to meet her. Chosi's bad funny. Okay, I was told in my Ifa reading that I have to become a babalao. Do I have to get my head shaved, or can I not ask that question? I'll say this. For the most part, and this is assuming that you meet the criteria to be a babalao. If this is lukumi, the criteria being you are a straight biological male. If you meet that criteria, for the most part, most people that are babalaos also have ocha made, meaning they are fully initiated. For the most part, that is like 95, if not more, % of guys that do make ifa have ocha made. In which case, there is a 99% chance that yes, you will go through the normal ceremonies, and what you mentioned is included in that. You go through the whole thing. That being said, no one's holding a gun to anybody's head, and you always have a choice. I was told I was supposed to make ifa. I got Santo made. It's 2026. I'm turning 5 this year. So I got made on in 2021. I received my mano de orula. I don't know, maybe 2018, and I was told I have to make ultra. Oh no, I have to make ifa. I'm glad I didn't. That day, he said, "Oh, you gotta make ifa. You gotta make ifa." And so, come up with $16,000. Will crown you batala. Make you'll be in the throne for like 3 days. We'll take you out of there. We'll go to Ifa, and then we'll do Pinaldo in Cuba. All this in Cuba for 16 grand. Which looking back now, I'm like, well, shit, that's a good price. But honestly, I'm glad I did not. Why? Mafera Ifa, but I've grown a whole lot as a person. I've grown as a man, as you know, there's so much that you cannot do as a babalao. And now, I can go to a misa, and if my negro wants to come down, or my indio, or whoever the hell, it's permissible. I can actually sit in a misa. I can actually go to a drumming and dance to my heart's content. And if Obatara wants to come down, then he comes down. As the Babalao, I would not get that. Speaking strictly Lukumi, I know Isheshe that none of that is an issue. But if you want to make Ifa, make Ifa. If you don't want to make Ifa, don't make Ifa. I disagree with the idea of going straight to Ifa. I know people that do, and if that works for them, awesome. I just think it kind of robs a person of an experience. So like, yo, you haven't even experienced what it's like to work the ocho room as a santero, and now you're just going straight from Yawol into Ifa. And there's a lot of things that you miss out on. So that's my personal view on that. If your concern is getting your head removed, your hair removed, it comes with the territory, honestly, dude. So if you are that vain that you don't want to see the hair on your head removed, then just don't get involved. Just stick with your warriors or something. My warriors get taken care of good, Johnny. Ache, good. All night long. You don't play. Now I gotta feed mine every week. Shit, my shrine is very dirty. For Ogun, shit, every week? A feeding of blood? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I mean, I'm sure Ogun and all of them are very happy. Shit. I feed my ochas maybe, shit, once a year, if that. I don't make it a habit of giving blood. I don't like to give blood. Animals are so cute. But I say that as someone I've done the whole matanzas and how to direct all that stuff, and so it's necessary. But it's a lot of work that goes into it. A lot of people they'll do the matanzas, they'll kill the animal, they'll do the whole thing, and then they'll just throw out the animals in a black paper bag and just a black bag and call it a day. When there's so much more that goes into it. That's another reason why I don't go around. Like, could I feed my santo every week? Yeah. Once a month? Yeah. It's my understanding that in the old days, there was a habit of feeding your legua. And when I say the old days, I mean like the 1950s and back. Feeding your legua the first of every month. Or the first Monday of every month, but like the first of every month. But I ain't doing that. And people actually ate the animals that they sacrificed. People now they kill the animal and they throw it out. Or the roundabout way some people do things. No shade to anybody. I'm just going off the cuff. They'll do every single feeding. Oh, yeah, I have to clean myself, or I have to clean you, and everything is a fucking cleaning. And that's now, okay, now you don't have to do any of the other stuff after you sacrifice the animal because, oh, no, we can't eat what we clean ourselves with. Well, yeah, well, if you clean yourself with everything, you never have to eat anything. But shit, do that in a poor country. Do that shit in Cuba, fucking Haiti, DR. Shit, even in Haiti, if you got clean with an animal in Haiti, they're so desperate they will eat the animals that are used to clean people too. And you know what? The Santo, the Loa, they don't punish them because it's a desperate situation in some parts of the world. My shrine is very dirty. Yeah, my godparents also say it's better to keep my warriors dirty, especially after feeding. Yeah, yeah. But a lot of people, you know what? A lot of people disagree with that. And for me, hey, live and let live. If your warriors look like they've been through a car wash and they are squeaky clean, like you just bought everything from original products, from friggin' Amazon, and your warriors are squeaky clean. Even the freaking the plate to hold your legua, just squeaky clean. There's nothing on there. Oh yeah, if that's how you want to deal with your stuff, whatever. At this point, I've gotten to the point where it's like I don't even care anymore. As long as I know what goes on under my own roof, under my ile, I know what goes on under my roof is la regla de ocha. Anybody and everybody else, I don't know about anybody and everybody else. I just know this is how things are done under my roof. How things are going to be done under my roof are going to be the old-fashioned way, the correct way, the long way, which fucking sucks, but at least I know that shit's being done properly and correctly. Things are being maintained the old-fashioned way, instead of this new age 2026 shit. The same group that I'm a part of, because I'm only turning 5, I am a part of the new generation, with the years, my limited years, but I don't do the 2026 right. Definitely not. I put my wig on before I boarded my plane home. What? I put my wig on before I boarded my plane home? What are you talking about, Natalie? Rude Awakening, we love you, Julio. Highly knowledgeable brother. Yo, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I began with Santeria. Nah, dude, it's fucking fine. Don't worry about the language. You see the way I talk? Shit. Sorry about the language. I was crowned Ochun in Santeria cuando hablé en... Ay, Dios. Woo. Hell yeah. That's awesome, Natalie. I thank them for the sacrifice. They are important too. The animals that are for me are dealt with respect. Ache, I'm big on that. I'm big on respect. I'm big on respect when it comes to how people approach me or how I approach others or how I approach animals. That whole people that talk shit about the animals, oh, fuck the Guinea. I know people be making jokes and shit, but no, I don't. Some people be making jokes about the animals or holding them in a way that I don't find as appropriate, and you know, I don't do things like say, fuck you, and the bird bit me. You motherfucker, you bit me. No, well, you know what? If someone was trying to kill me, I would go down with a fight. I don't know what I'm taking. I'm taking a finger. I'm kicking you. I'm doing something. An animal's no different. So how the hell am I supposed to be upset at the animal for defending itself? You know, I don't understand. But again, how people do things out there in the world in 2026 is how people do things. How I do things, how I deal with the animals and all that, at least I know things are being done respectfully. My fere fue un Ochun. That's right, Ochun. My fere fue la calidad de cobre. That's my nana. That's my little girl. That's my big mama. She's big mama and my little girl. I take care of her every day. Make sure she's good. I salute my little baby girl every day. La fera funya lode. Cuba love. Let's see. Oh, we eat it. Good. Eat the animals that you sacrifice. Shout out to growth. When I was younger, I thought I wanted to have my own ile, but after so many years and seeing how many people aren't in it for the right reasons, I'd rather not. I'd rather make clothes. Ache, Cuban love. Sorry, I got the burps a little bit. Maybe I should drink water. I don't know. But no, I totally get it. Like, it's amazing how many people that have, I don't know, Cuban love. How many years of Santo you got? I forgot, but I think you've mentioned it before. I can't recall. Pero no, there's a lot of people with years of Santo that say just, I don't deal with the people, I don't deal with the community, and they just have nothing to do with Ocha. Me, shit, this is a hard ass chair. My freaking ass is like, and I got a flat ass, but even this chair is flatter than my ass. And if that's the case, then you know this is a flat chair. Oh my god, this shit hurt. I'm gonna have to get a pillow. There's a lot of people that simply don't deal with Ocha. In my case, I'm still, for a while I got disillusioned by the community, by the people. It's a beautiful religion, it's just the damn people. But I've learned to say, you know what? Like, learn what I can, where I can, how I can. What is applicable to me and what is legitimate, apply. What is illegitimate, what is wrong, if I see shit that's wrong, whatever. At the end of the day, it's a lot of politic playing. And it's like, when do you open your mouth, when you shut your mouth, and you say, you know what, this is not my house. If they want to do things this way, if they want to do things incorrectly, then so be it. I'm here to lend a hand, to pluck some chickens or whatever. I clearly see things, I can clearly see shortcuts being made or things that should not be going on, and you have to pick and choose your battles. Because I used to be, man, every time I'm gonna be like fucking, like the Superman of Ocha and make sure everything's right all the time. Oh yeah, if it's not your fucking house, it's not your house. If it's not your godchild, it's not your godchild. It's straight up. And like, one Santero is not changing the fucking world. I am never going to change the Ocha landscape because I am El Conquistador. I'm not that good. I'm not Latuan. I'm not Efuche or Badimei. I'm no one special. In time, and I got fucking 50 years of Santa Maid, I would like to be someone special. But not just for the sake of being special, but I would like to be someone that's respected and reputable in the religion. Someone that people can go to and say, wow, he's a good guy for these kinds of questions and whatnot. That's great. But as of now, I'm just a baby. And as a baby, no matter how much shit I memorize and people see me, oh wow, like you're so knowledgeable, Conquistador. At the end of the day, my opinion doesn't mean shit. My knowledge doesn't mean shit. Until I have the years. And that's just a fact. So maybe like I'm super glad that my videos help people and whatnot. But in the grand scheme of like community, in 5 years I don't need shit. Like, I know a Santero with, I think he has 6 years or 7 years. He's one of my boys. And he said, at this point, Julio, unless a person actually has Ocha made, I don't even entertain debate with them because they can't tell me shit. And I said, I gotta respect that. But years, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about, the fucking topic. I was told that I was to go straight into Ifa and not be crowned, so I don't know. Okay. Those are. Wait, so what's your head then? Is your head Odudua? Because that's very rare. Most people make Ocha. But dude, I mean, I don't know who you're dealing with, but I'm telling you, you always have a choice. If you do not make ocha before making ifa, then there's a good chance you are going to be barred from entering the ocha room and that which has to do with anything in the ocha room, including the things that a lot of people say only babalaos can do, which is debatable as well, and wonderful discussions can be had about that. But if you don't make ocha first, then you may be barred from doing things that have to pertain to the ocha room and ocha-centric things, simply for not having ocha made. That being said, if you have a passion for ifa, dude, and you feel like it's for you, then fucking do it. If you got the money, the time, but I'll say this concerning ifa, because ifa is so freaking deep. If you are not the kind of person who has a lot of time on their hands, if you don't like to study, if you don't like to sit down for hours and just listen and talk about Odu all damn day, then I would suggest take a seat and see, just in the meantime, just do a bowl, get a reading every now and again, do a bowl and call it a day. Because ifa is so profound. But no different than doing ocha. It's like, if you want to do it for you, for your health, for your stability, whatever ifa has to bring into your life, wonderful. But particularly with ifa, it's a pledge to a specific deity. It's not like ocha, like, yeah, okay, so I have a batala made, but I don't have a pledge to a specific deity. Like, yeah, I have a pledge, okay, o batala, maferefo batala, but I have multiple santos that I can work with and deal with. If you have just ifa, that's all you're gonna be dealing with. Because once you make ifa, that's it. That's your only means of divination. And then you'll be dealing with egun and ifa. But everything you want to know, need to know, has to go through ifa. There's no misas. There's no. I mean, I guess you could receive santos afterwards. I don't know how that works. But I don't know, dude. Like, do what you feel you want to do. Do not feel pressured into making ifa, dude. Please don't, because once you do that, there's no going back. It's not like you can make ifa and then get initiated. I mean, maybe if the santo says, I don't know. Every case is different, but it's one of those things, like, ifa is so fucking deep, but once you do, there's no going back. Now, I thank God that I did not make ifa, because I've developed so much in my spirituality, in my just my growth as a human being. And then another thing, like, if you actually want to learn, thank God I didn't make ifa, because I didn't, I never got reached out to. So it was like, why get ceremony from someone that you're not even going to learn anything from? Maybe you have a great relationship with your babalao, great, wonderful, and you'll learn, and he's got all the time in the world, and you're treated like a godchild and not a number. Not just, godchild number fucking 137 or whatever the hell. Like, that's awesome. If you have that, dude, and you want to make ifa, go ahead and make ifa. But really think about the long-term ramifications. And if you're actually going to learn anything, do you want to learn anything? When you get involved in ifa, is it something you actually want to do? Or is it you're trying to fulfill, okay, you have a mandate because ifa wants you to do it for your health or whatever. If it's for your health and stability, then I would argue then just make ocha. I don't know. I cover them too, especially when they're eating. That's right. I cover mine too. Human love. Yes, I definitely would run my ile old fashioned if I ever do. Yeah. Yeah, old fashioned. But I mean, shit. There's different levels of old fashioned. How old fashioned are you talking? 90s old fashioned? 50s old fashioned? 1890s old fashioned? 2020 old fashioned. Like, I tried to slow down my feeding and ended up with a busted glass patio door. Oh God! I let my animal know that they're at peace and they're going to Orun. That's crazy, yo. Shit. My santo no, they don't get feedings like that. But to feed them every week, I mean, hey, if you have the means and you're eating the meat, that's awesome. But I don't give it bosses to my santo or adimuses like often at all. Um, it's just because I'm lazy. Honestly, I don't like cooking or anything. I don't even like cooking for myself. Have you ever? Okay, yo, Johnny Rockwell. Have you ever met someone that is an abacua from Cuba? No, 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 no. That I know of. But then again, you know what? It's not a question that I think I would ask because I would imagine that that's inappropriate. I don't know. I have not met a whole lot of Cubans. Um, like I'm not in a Cuban area, and even Lazarito, Obaekun, my Oba, the one that was my Ocha, my Oba. He's from Cuba. His father is from Cuba. But even then, they have a strict. You have to be a straight male, born and raised in Cuba, to be abacua. So there's a lot of Cubans that they be Cuban as hell. And they go, oh yeah, que vola hacer and all that shit. And they have never stepped a foot in fucking Cuba. No different than these New York Dominicans. They be que lo que all day. Never been to DR. Their parents are, but they're not. So I don't know. Maybe I've met an abacua. I don't know. Next time I'm with, I have an idea. There's this negrito that I know. He's Cuban. He don't even speak to me in English, which is annoying as fuck. But I get it. Maybe he's an abacua. I don't know. I have 11 years. Obatala. Baba. True. Okay, Cuban love. Got it. Yeah. So you're not. I mean, do you have any godchildren or anything like that? Oh, let me put this over here. Hold on. Try to keep it focused. Okay. Babacho. That's dope. Manzo Shagrian. Hey, bababao. Hey, kwawatalao. My mama's Ochun. I can't forget her. Ay, Dios. Bueno, I have Obatala seated to my head, but I am a child of Ochun. Why? Because I was born from the womb of Ochun. Ma fere fun lode. Ma fere fun la calidad de cobre every day of my life. Yes, and I want to know from my wapele. Yes, and I want to know from my wapele, my good character. And I want to know from my. I don't understand what you mean, but I know I'm far behind. I'd be going on these rants, but I try to get through every comment. So I don't understand what you're saying. You want to know for your Iwapele good character. I mean, dude, like you don't need Ifa to have good character. You don't need Ochun or Batala Legua. You don't need no Santo to have good character. Good character is just something you develop as a human being, religious or not. I love the Santo, but I'm very down to earth and realistic when it comes to certain shit. So like morals, having good morals, good character, balance in life. It's not good to steal. It's not good to go around stealing and killing and be responsible financially. Be responsible with who you choose to lay in bed with. Don't be abusive. These are all basic things that I don't need Ifa for. I don't need Ochun for. I don't need no Santo to tell me. to not do these things. So even the santos, they all have their stories of their flaws and their shortcomings, and they learn from all their shortcomings. And we can look to Obatala, who's probably the greatest example of that, of the neighborhood fuck up. Obatala. Everything that can go wrong did go wrong. His stubbornness, his pride, always doing the opposite of what he's told out of pride. And now he's the most patient, balanced, well-balanced of them all. As long as he's calm, I'll say that. As long as he's calm, as long as he's in Zen mode, he's the most patient, the most balanced one. If not, then he fucking goes crazy, and then he loses his shit, and then all hell breaks loose again, and he loses himself, and then he has to calm the fuck down all over again. But just in general, I don't believe that mankind needs religion in order to exemplify morals. But it can be argued that because religion has been around for so long, that it is because of religion, specifically Christianity, that has molded a decent amount of basic moral standards of today. Because what was moral 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, is not considered moral today. But there's a lot of tenets, like it's never been cool to kill. It's always been wrong to kill, to steal. Yeah, like, those are basic things. Level select. Nope. There we go. I have the same exact goals and sentiments that you do. That's awesome, Cuban love. And where are you from? I'm coming from Pennsylvania. If there's anybody who want to link up and connect, I'm totally down like a clown, Charlie Brown. Shit, invite me to a tambor and I'll be there. Although I do hate driving. Hopefully there's people in Jersey and PA. God, I hate taking the George Washington Bridge. All paths to the Most High are okay with you. As long as you practice Iwapele. Na fere funori, ago Iwapele. Iwapele is good. In love. Also, I moved to Nigeria. After I got married, but I refused to mix with 99% of traditional people here because you really can't trust many. I do my Lukumi thing down. What? Yo, Cuban love, you're in Nigeria? Shit. That is awesome, dude. Oh my God. Cuban love. You're bringing some Cuban love to Nigeria. Oh my God, that's fucking awesome. I would love to live in Nigeria. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, you know what? I say that, but I've spent months in Dominican Republic, and if Nigeria is anything like Dominican Republic, then I take that back. Because I got too many luxuries here in the U.S. that I don't want to give up. I don't know. I'm bougie like that. So if I can't, they better got some modern amenities over there in Nigeria. And I need to be able to get paid the same. I need to get paid the same shit I get paid here in Nigeria. Because I lived in DR for a little bit, and shit. I've seen Nigeria. I've seen where friggin' Yoruba land. I would love to go to visit, but shit, there's too many luxuries I got over here. I be seeing them dirt roads. No, Lord. And I would love to go to the Oshobo festival and all that, but shit, it's too hot. And shit, running water, I don't know. You gotta friggin' wipe your ass in a river. Like, I don't know. But if you got the money and you have the modern amenities like we have in the US, but being in Nigeria, yo, oh my God, that'd be so freaking cool. That would be awesome, baby. Downhill jam. Okay. Good evening. Bendición. What game are you playing? The backlash of the new God of War. It's crazy. I have not looked into the new God of War. The latest news of I'm playing Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 1 and 2 for the PS4. And after this level, I think I'm gonna transfer to Resident Evil 4, the original. Not the new one. I've beaten both, but I am the best game ever made. Resident Evil 4, the original. It's too nostalgic for me to not say that one. The latest God of War that I've seen is that they're gonna remake the first and second game, and they're gonna like revamp it, remaster it or whatever. But I saw something, but I didn't click it. I think I saw that shit today. I'm gonna look into it now. Let's see, Johnny. I forgot the name, but what is it called when a meme person can only work with one santo, and you have ever met that? How is that? I forgot the name, but what is it called? A person that can only work with one santo. Have you ever met? And you tell me everything you know about that if you do know that. Okay, a person that can only work with one santo. I've never heard of that because a person that can only work with one santo. I mean, what santo lavado, santo parado. That's but the idea of working with only one, as far as my understanding in the Lucumisos, when you receive a santo, you still receive el egua. Even if you just need a locum, you still receive an el egua. So the idea of working one santo is null and void right there because you automatically get el egua. But receiving, only working with one, to me, what that sounds like, if I had to put a name to it, it would be the custodian of a cabildo, who is in charge of that specific santo and that specific lineage, and they are the custodian to take care of that, and that is their job, and they are dedicated to that specific santo. So I guess the custodian of a cabildo. But a lot of people have so many santos these days. So you can still be a custodian of a specific santo. But you yourself may have santo made, and you inherited a cabildo, you inherited a santo, and you are in charge of that specific entity. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly if that answers your question. I've never personally met anybody in my life, like in person, who would fit that criteria. I know of the Chinito. He's the custodian of Babaluaye, but he's the one that he's the custodian of Mamon Serrate's Chango. I'm not sure if he's the custodian of Fermina Gomez's Santos, but definitely in charge. He's the custodian of Babaluaye, and people go to him for Babaluaye information. He's not initiated, to the best of my knowledge. He's not initiated. He's an exception to the rule. These things exist. People think that they've seen everything in the United States. He does not have ocha made, and he gives santo. He gives Babaluaye. Why? Because he is the custodian of Babaluaye. And that's the only one as far as I know, it's the only one he can give. Whether he gives Afra, Nanume, Nanaburuku, I don't know. Pero he's the custodian and the sole caretaker of that santo, and does not have santo made. So, but most people are not dedicated to a single santo. I hope that helped. And tell me everything you know about that. Yeah, so I hope that helped you, man. Cuban love. No, I don't have any godchildren yet. I'm waiting until I feel comfortable enough. Maybe around my 15-year mark, but I hate the new stuff going on, so I'm very hesitant. Aye. In that case, Cuban love. You got to be the change you want to see. But I mean, shit, your ass is in Nigeria. Shit. If you're in Nigeria, I tell you what, you'd make a killing in godchildren. I'll tell you that because I'm sure the Nigerians, to them, you're exotic. Shit, if I brought Lukumi to Nigeria, which it already exists over there, but like a full-on, like, ile. In Nigeria, of Cuban Lukumi, you'd be exotic. You'd be the next best thing. So, you'd be cool beans. So, you know, I'm in the same boat. Like, I don't got no godchildren. I'm only 5 years old. Shit, you got double the years that I got, and you don't even have no god kids. I got 2 people asking me, talking to me about me being their yubona, and it's like, it's flattering, but you know, these are big decisions. Like, I don't take it lightly to be anybody's anything. Yubona, full godparent, friggin' anything. You're just giving necklaces and presented pata cocobela, any of that shit. I don't take none of that shit lightly. Like, it's all a big deal to me because this is, you know, you see me now and you see just a laid back guy who's chilling playing fucking Tony Hawk, but when it comes to Ocha, like, I'm very serious. Ay, coño, I needed that. When it comes to la regla de Ocha, this is my religion, and I don't play around when it comes to my religion. Like, I take it very seriously, and you know, it's my passion, and I'm not involved in this for money. I don't make money doing this. Have I worked ceremonies? Yes. Have I been paid to direct ceremony? Yes. But it's not my job. I don't go around calling myself an Oba. I don't go around, you know, like, you don't see me at every fucking tambor and trying to be involved in every ceremony all the time and all that. No, I'm a regular guy who just happens to be a santero. That is it. I am nobody special. I'm just a regular guy who happens to have ceremony done. I happen to have a batala on my head. I bleed the same color as everybody else. I want to do everything that everybody else wants to do. I just want a good meal. That's, you know, shit. A good meal, and maybe actually have the courage to talk to the opposite sex. Then I'm good. a movie, a buffet, and a nice chat with a lovely female. Hang out with my boys. You know, like, I'm a fucking human being. Like, I don't get, you know, it ain't, to me, being a santero ain't nothing special. I used to think it was special until I met the community. I realized, oh, okay, they're just human beings too. I thought, oh no, you're a child of Ochun, a child of Watara. You must be really peaceful. A child of Ochun, you must be so sweet. A child of Yamaya, you must be so motherly. I said, no, they're just as abusive pieces of shit as anybody else in the world. They just happen to have ceremony done. And it's like, you know, okay, so I get it. I'm a human being. They're all human beings. You know, it's religion. La Ferefun, La Ocha, every day of my life. I salute them every damn day of my life, and I love them and I adore them. But at the end of the day, religion is religion, and I have what I have, and I don't have to live off of this. I'm so grateful to the Santo that I don't have to live off of religion. So if I have godchildren one day, lovely. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. And I don't take it lightly to have godchildren. And contrary to popular belief, people think that because I'm a public figure, a nothing big public figure, but a public figure, people think that I got people left and right asking me to be their padrino because I'm just so impressive and I just impress the world, and people keep asking me if I can be their godfather. Nope, completely the opposite. And I am totally fine with that. I am not eager to have a holy land and all that. There's no biggie. I'm a human being first, a santero second. I have a very bad temper. So iwapele was a magic word used. Oye, Natalie, calm down. Iwapele to shut you up. Okay. Oh, my phone is dying. See you next time. Talk to you later. God bless you. Peace out. Chief Iya, Ogun Bemi, Chango, something crazy ass name. Freaking awesome. Cuban love. I'm from Detroit. My granddad is from Cuba, so all my life I've done this. Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. From Detroit. Shout out 8 Mile. 8 Mile, Navarro. A dopo el lobo lo do mare. For getting a chance to text and talk. Asheo. Bueno. Modu pues. Chifia. They have about 60% of the things we do in Nigeria, but the power goes out every day, just like in Cuba. The only thing I miss from the U.S. is a wide selection of international food, our movie theater food and shopping. Oh my God. Yes. Resident Evil 4 is a classic. Hell yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a fucking classic. It's the greatest game ever made. Next is God of War 2. But I don't have a PS5, so if they remake 1 and 2, yo, it's over. I gotta get a PS5. I really want to get a PS5 so I can get Resident Evil Requiem. But unfortunately, I do not have no fucking... I mean, do I have $800 to just swipe my credit card and be like, yeah, I fucking want a PlayStation 5? Yes. But I'm also responsible. So I don't go around buying things that I don't need. I will splurge a little bit. But if I got $800 to $1,000 machine when I have plenty of PS4 games, I got PS3 games I've never even beaten. Max Payne 3, Star Wars game I never beat. Shout out to all my Star Wars fans. I got Resident Evil 5 on here, Resident Evil 4, 6. I beat all of them, but like, I could play them again. Yeah, Holy Washing. I couldn't remember the name. Holy Washing. Yeah, Santo Lavado. Yes. So Santo Lavado is there's a lot I could say about it. But yes, you have your elegua and you have usually just your elegua or batala plus the santo that you needed to receive in the first place. A lot of people will also give a batala. So let's say if you needed chango or yemaya, lavao, whatever, elegua or batala and yemaya. You needed chango, elegua or batala and chango. Others would be, okay, no, elegua and chango, and that's it, no batala. What I would do personally, I don't know. I haven't reached that bridge. But yeah, they are a devotee of that specific santo, if that's what you mean. Yes, that is Santo Lavado. That is media ciento. And yes, I know what I said. I couldn't remember the name of it. Happy Friday. Yo, Brittany. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Can you tell me everything about Santa? Can I tell you everything about Santa Lavao? Well, shit. Hold on. Let me get up. My freaking ass is hurting, and I want to change the disc. Ay, Dios. Coño.
gonna change the disc on the PS4. Everything about Santa Lavao. Well, it's what I just said. I mean, of course, I can't get into too much detail, but you are you need the H of that specific santo, but you don't need to have that specific santo. Um, you don't need to be initiated. So the H of that santo is still present in your life, and for some people that is 100% acceptable. That's all they need. But today, that is not as common because everybody and their mother gets initiated. But in the old days, yes, that was a thing. You get Santo Lavao and Noita, and you anything involving that Santo, you can be a part of because you have that Santo. Not saying you can be like in the ultra room, but you have that Santo. If you have a Batala, you're not initiated, you're not considered an initiate, but you have those fundamentos. You take care of those fundamentos. You care for those fundamentos as if you were initiated. Why? Because you have that santo. Plain and simple. Can you give it to anyone? No, you cannot give that santo to anyone. You are not initiated. And that's how that works. You are a devotee of that specific santo. And sometimes it's perfectly fine. That's enough. That's all the person needs. Sometimes it's under the circumstance there's simply not enough money to make ocha, to get fully initiated. But the person still needs something that's more than just get the necklace of that santo. And it's okay, this person really needs Obatala in their life, and unfortunately, receiving just the necklace of Obatala is not enough. They really need to receive Obatala, but they can't afford the fucking 15 grand it takes to get initiated. So the alternative, the financial, the alternative is you receive that santo, you receive Obatala, a santo that you would normally not receive until initiation, and you receive that santo, noita, and then you are considered media ciento. Then you are devotee of that specific santo. A lot of times it's for health. But yeah, there are people that, as far as I know, I believe Celia Cruz was one of those. Media ciento, but she never made ocha. She was apparently, her head was marked for Obatala, but she never made ocha. That she had Obatala, but she did not make ocha. And ironically enough, she ended up dying of a brain issue, brain cancer, brain aneurysm, something of the brain. I don't think it was a stroke. It was something of the brain. So, yeah, Mr. Johnny Rockwell, I hope that answers your question. I'm moving back to the U.S. or to another country once my husband gets his green card. I don't want to stay there mostly because I'm away from all my family. Ah, snap. Okay, Cuban love. Got it. Well, shit. You got yourself a Nigerian? Yo, that's what's up. Give him my regards, man. Give him Alafia, brother. Alafia. Do you know anything about Yami as told by Brittany? He will definitely meet your wife, your woman and wife to come. Oh yeah, I hope so, Cuban. I hope so. Shit, I hope you're stirring the pot right now. Make sure she's beautiful. She's beautiful and dark and peaceful and kind and open-minded and accepting and loving and forgiving and has all the fruits of the spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control, and grace. And a lovely lady who's within my age range, because I want kids. That's a big one. I mean, oh, she's perfect for you. Yeah, well, she's also 75. Please don't bring me Cher. Oh my god. Can you let's see. Okay, do I know anything about the Iami? I mean, everybody, these Iamis are so freaking popular these days. Everybody, girl power, Iami. Yeah, the Iamis. What about them? Shit. Iami eleyeu. It's not the concept of Iami. It exists in Lukumi, but it's really not. They're not the Iamis. It's a group. They are a group, and then you have Iami Oshoronga, and you have the Yalode, and all these different these. It's like referring to them as a collective, and you have individual Iamis. They're just, in a nutshell, the primordial. They are primordial justice. That's the Iamis in a nutshell. Yes, women power and the power of the womb, the ovaries, and period blood, the ovaries and the clitoris, and all the mysteries that it takes to bring life into this world. But the Iamis are divine justice. They are a primordial divine justice. That, and in being that divine justice, they are included in what is considered balance in the universe. Chango. Chango is divine justice as well. But what makes the Iamis special, hold on, is that they are not beholden to anyone in particular. And it is said that there's only 2/3 other beings that are able to control the Yamis. The first being Obatala, because at the end of the day, everybody bows to Obatala. Obatala, even the uncontrollable, gets controlled by Obatala. By virtue of being Ibikeyi Olodumare, the deputy of God, the second in command. So at Obatala's word, everybody jumps. Obatala steps into the room, everybody's heads are on the floor. The second being that can control the Iamis, or if control is too harsh of a word, that can request things of the Iamis, and be like, yo, this shit gotta stop. Orumila. And then third would be God, just Olodumare Olofi Olorum, who no one is above. But there's patakis where even God gets fooled, God gets sick, God gets in trouble, where God has to make it bold because God has an issue. So we're talking about theology and theologically things happening in the universe. But the Iamis, I don't like to rehash the same shit that everybody else talks about when it comes to any of this stuff. The Iamis,
And, it's a bunch of girl power, rah, 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 and shit. Don't mess with the Yami, don't mess with women. Like, no, like, they mafere from the Yamis. Um, they're beautiful and they're deep. The Yamis, um, you'll see on the hats of kings, alafins, and onis, you'll see birds on the top of the crown of the king. And that bird represents the Yamis. That even a king on earth is subject to the divine justice of the Iyamiyajes, or Shoronga. Iyamieleyeo. And that is to show the world, that little bird is to show the world and to remind the king that not even the Olofin, because the Olofin is the physical representation of God on earth. The Alafin is considered an Olofin. The Onife is considered an Olofin. Olofin, that we call God, pero Olodumare, Olofin, Olorun, Olofin, truly is the representation of God on earth, the physical representation of God on earth, the physical voice of God on earth. With this in mind, the Pope can be seen as an Olofin, or to the Catholics, the Olofin, the voice of God on earth, the authority of God on earth. What he says, everybody abides by. What the word of the Olofin says, it is to be taken as if it came from the mouth of God. That's why Watana has the authority that he does. That's why he's Ibiki Yolodomare. Ibiki Yolodomare. Some would also attribute that title to Oromila. But that little bird on top is to remind even the king that not even the king, not even the Olofin, the voice of God on earth, is excluded in the divine justice of the Iyamis. Okay? So I hope that's a little something that you haven't heard before, because there's so much excitement over the Iyamis, and there's excitement over all this. There's 2026. Everybody wants to be a part of all this and initiated and all that shit. Like, so everybody talks about the same shit. Oh, Batala's color is white. His number is 8. The Iyamis. That's right. You go, girl. Like, no, there's deep stuff that can be spoken about, but a lot of people are focused on the fucking shallow shit. As a matter of fact, when it comes to speaking about the Iyamis, they are a part of a collective or group that you would not speak their name at night. So like me, I don't know what time it is. It's nighttime. It's 12:46 in the morning. It is considered dangerous for me to say the name of the ladies of the night, as some people would call them. And that includes also certain orishas. So that's another little tidbit of information for you. It's like, oh no, don't mention them at night. Don't mention them when the sun goes down. So me, I'm always looking at things from like an academic point of view. There's certain things that there's something you don't say around Chango. There's certain things you don't say around Ochun. There's certain names you don't mention at nighttime. And these are customs that have been very lost. And some of them haven't, but I'm a very logical and intellectually inclined person. So it's like, if I talk about these things, oh no, you can't talk about the Yamis at night. You had a question, I'm answering it. Do I fear, I don't know, some kind of haunting or something? No, I'm not doing anything wrong. The Yamis are for divine justice. So if you're not doing anything that requires their intercession of justice, I don't gotta worry. But yes, it is considered inappropriate to be mentioning the names of the ladies of the night, as some call them, after the sun goes down. I hope that gave you some kind of information, Britt. You will definitely meet your woman or wife to come. Amen. Cuban love, same. No matter what I do, I will never make my religion my source of income. I'd rather do it all for free just because of how much my heart is in it. Beautiful, Cuban. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, as long as your heart's in it, that's what fucking matters. Like, you know how many freaking ceremonies I've worked for free? Like, it's not about the money. Like I honestly, I don't care about the money. Is it nice? Yes, it's nice to get some money. Why? Because the fucking George Washington Bridge is like almost $20 and gas and tolls, you know. So it's nice to get something, but it's not like, oh man, I hope I get money so I can pay for this. No, it's, yo, I hope I get some gas money, some toll money, and I hope there's food. You know, so that's where my mind is. Let's see. Sheesh, I didn't realize game system costs so much now. 800. That as a bundle with that? Nah, that's just the system. Just the system. If you're lucky, like during Black Friday, you'll see bundles and stuff. Rick Savage, yo. Rick Savage, blessings, man, blessings. No JT3KB. If I'm getting a degree of cannabis, if I am getting a degree in cannabis and working in a dispensary, will the Orishas make me change careers or make me stop smoking weed because I was told to become a babalao? Nah. I'll put it to you like this. Because keep in mind, whatever question that you ask, you're going to get different replies from different people. I'm just one guy with one point of view because I have a certain understanding and level of education that someone else may have a different understanding and level of education. So take whatever it is I say. If it resonates with you, lovely. If not, I mean, of course, always bring whatever it is you're hearing on the internet or wherever, bring it to your elder. Because what? Maybe I'm bullshitting you. But I would say no. Now, are there people that are told you're not supposed to have weapons? Well, this person already has 10 years as a cop, and they have another 10 years to go. No, like you keep being a fucking cop. You are getting a degree, and dude, like, okay, you were told you're supposed to become a babalao. Well, you're not a babalao. You always have a choice to not be a babalao. And if the dispensary is your means of income, then why would the Santo remove something from you that is your source of income? If that is what makes you money, if it is a legal source of revenue, the Santo is not going to take that away. Now, as for the smoking of weed, that can be taken away because no one's ever died from not smoking weed. There's Odu that says, and I know which Odu it is. I'm not gonna say it. There's Odu that say you're not supposed to masturbate. Bueno, that would never happen. That would never happen. But no one's ever died from not jacking off. No one's ever died from not smoking weed. So maybe you're told, can't get high no more. Okay. There's Odu that say a lot of things. Again, we are human beings. So if you work in a fucking dispensary, dude, I mean, shit, maybe your job requires, I don't know how it fucking works. I'm personally not a fan of weed, but maybe your job requires you to be like, yo, we got a new brand, we got a new strand, And you got to try the shit so that you can let others know, oh, this has a, I don't know, a freaking good aftertaste, or it's good, it's bad weed. I don't fucking know. And it's like, yo, I would say, yo, if that's a part of your job, do it. Smoke that shit. Test it. Write down your observations. And so, okay, now I know that this tastes like this and it makes me feel like this and yada, yada, yada. If it's a part of your job, I honestly don't see why it would get taken away. But the idea of smoking weed, it is a fairly, not a new phenomena, but it's something that has not existed widely until like the friggin', maybe like the 1960s. In the 1970s, everybody was fucking drug dealing and doing drugs. Not saying that weed is a drug, but just mind altering things. Shit, you know how many fucking babalaos and santeros fucking do drugs? You know how many fucking ODs we got of santeros? Shit. So it's like, if you enjoy weed, if that's a concern of yours, then don't make IFA. That's it. But if it's your job, I don't see why the Santo would take that away from you. But the smoking of weed, the enjoying of it, when it's like, dude, you're not gonna die from not something. Oh, my anxiety and this and that. People have lived many, many, many thousands of years without weed, and some cultures survived many thousands of years with weed as well. So I don't fucking know. That's a question that you need to ask yourself morally. What feels good to you and what the Santo can potentially say. Are you going to get told you're not supposed to smoke weed but still smoke weed? Well, how many, shit, just like I mentioned earlier, there's an old dude that says you're not supposed to fucking jack off. Well, shit, I was told I'm not supposed to eat the innards of animals. I go to New York. If I have the option, I'll get the mondongo, please. No one follows their itao 100%. Just be a moral human being. Don't live in extremes. Don't be an addict. Don't be a drunkard. Don't be an addict. Be kind. These basic morals, everything in balance. So I could go on and on and on. I think you get my point. Thank you, my brother. You're very welcome, Johnny Rockwell. As told by Brittany, okay, primordial justice. I also came across a video some weeks ago about the Yamis. I had never heard of them before that, but anything I came across reduced them just to witches. Yeah, that's a common thing. That the witches, they're just women. The Yamis are just a group of women. And the reason why they're considered witches is because they happen to be well versed in well, okay, I'll put it to you like this. Take that back. Because all the female orishas are considered yamis. Including Oba, Ochun. Yamaya, some will say Ochun is the queen of the witches. I've heard Yamaya is actually the queen of the witches. It was actually Willie Ramos who said Yamaya is the queen of the witches. Some will say Yami Oshoronga. I don't know. But what makes the Iyamis witches, take out your notebook, is less about them being so wonderful at brujeria, and more so because they can do that which a man cannot. Bring life into the world via these special organs that we don't have as men. That's the magic. That's the witchcraft, the unknowable mystery that makes the Iyamis witches. The combination of the uterus, the fallopian tubes, the clitoris, the the eggs, the blood, all of those as a collective is the divine mystery on earth. And that's the brujeria. Because you have to keep in mind, we're talking about people from 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, where all we knew was you nut inside of a woman, 9 months later, a baby comes. Who, what, when, where, how, why? Nobody knows. But hey, we had a good time. Some white stuff comes out of me, and then a baby comes out of you. How the hell does that shit work? Now we have science to explain all of this stuff. But it really was like the ultimate form of witchcraft, the ultimate little potion. And this is the cauldron. The guy provides one element, a very important element. Arguably the most important element. But it's like at that point you talk about which the chicken or the egg. Both are super duper important. I hate it when, I've seen women that put down guys, men are just the sperm donors. We don't need men. We don't need men. Oh yeah. So I guess fuck Chango, fuck Obatala, fuck like yo, us guys are fucking important. Like without the seed, the earth ain't got nothing to grow. Period. So us guys, yes. Kukuru. But the process itself of everything, once you get that seed inside of you, us men, we can go away, we can hunt, we can whatever, and we come back, and there is a witchcraft going on inside of your womb that we cannot understand, that potentially is to be feared. And that's when we're talking about the period blood. But hey, don't take it from me. I only got 5 years. Yo no sé nada. I don't know nothing. And you can take what I said and it can go through one ear out the other, or you can write that shit down. But I am repeating myself. So, caso cerrado. Beautiful explanation of them. Thank you. Didn't know about not mentioning the names at night though. Good to know. I swear so many people in Nigeria are misinformed and colonized in the mind when it comes to Orishas. Most people view them as evil witchcraft. I've only seen about less than 10% with any day in Nigeria are either Christian or Muslim. Oh my God, that's so fucking cool. Cuban love. That's so cool. Yeah. I've heard that too, that there's a lot of Christians and Muslims in Nigeria, a lot less traditional. And then I hear that there's a lot of Christian persecution as well, but from the Muslims in Nigeria towards the Christian, there's a lot of Christians being killed, which I think is awful as well. Killing anybody over differences in religion is never acceptable. I say live and let live. No different than love is love. Love whoever the hell you want to love. Gay, straight, bi, trans, man, woman, they, them, color, black, white, purple, yellow. That shit don't matter. Same thing with religion. Christian, Muslim, Santero, atheist, Buddhist, Hindu. That shit don't matter. We're all human beings. Don't go around hurting people. Be respectful. Be kind. Be gracious. Be merciful. That's the most important thing. So it's fucking crazy what's going on in Nigeria. But that is so awesome, Miss Cuban Love, that you have got the experience of Lagos and Abuja. That is so cool. Well, you got yourself a Nigerian man, and I'm assuming he's a part of Ocha as well. Like Isheshe. I could be wrong. I mean, shit. For all I know, he could be Muslim himself. I don't fucking know. But That's really cool. "1:03 in the morning, crack a dawn and wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this page me and why. It's my nigga Pop from the barbershop. Oh no, Nikki. It's my girl Tammy from out in Miami. No, it's my girl Tammy from out in Miami. Song. Saw the bitch in the Camry. Oh man. Old Nikki. Please, old Nikki. Please come back. Bueno. That's right. Mostly Muslims from the north are kidnapping and killing people. The crazy part is they say people get kidnapped for Ifam money rituals, which isn't true. Shit. Ay. I believe the Muslims will be the Fulani. I don't know. I don't want to be talking out of my ass, but that's my understanding. So, but I'm gonna call it a night. My ass is killing me now because I've been sitting on this flat ass chair. My flat ass has been sitting on this flat ass chair on this flat ass floor, talking to y'all guys on this flat ass phone. It's been a pleasure. If you actually managed to stay this long, like, yo, Cuban Love, shout out to you. Shout out to Johnny Rockwell, and as told by Brittany, and my boy over here, No JT, with your questionings, and I appreciate it. Hey, yo, Rick Savage, ya tu sabes, you already know. It's a pleasure chatting with you too, Cuban Love. God bless you. Abaru, Aboya, Aboshishe. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Peace and love, and who knows when I'll do the next live, because I don't schedule these things. I just, when I feel like it, I come on. If anything comes from it, lovely. My goal is to be somewhat helpful to somebody else's religious journey as far as it pertains to Ocha. Okay? Que Dios te bendiga, everybody. Night, Britt. Night. Oh, you call me my government name. You know me like that, Brittany? You know me like that, Brittany? Or should I call you Ginger? Ginibre. Madama Ginibre. I don't even think that's how you say ginger. My fucking Spanish sucks. Bueno, peace out. Que Dios te bendiga, everybody. Night, y'all. How do I turn this shit off?